performance, and that's super important, because you can be exciting, and we are probably in moments exciting, but you need to be really composed, resilient. You need to be solid in moments, and that's all. I saw all that. So as an example, we had individually like lesser good moments in the first half, but the boys didn't get out of the game. Like Maka lost the ball here or there, but the performance he then made out of that is exceptional. Same with Thomas Obersley. It was 1 or 2 balls first half were great, but we just stay in the game, and I love that so much.
Not disappointed with it, but look, we done a lot of good things today. There was a lot of positives to take from the game. We played very well in the opening part of the game. I think up until the penalty kick we had sort of contained them in the main. We got back in the game, I thought deservedly so. I think we had enough opportunities. I think Mick had a great chance, Thomas had made a great save from the goalkeeper. So we had played really well at times, but we just didn't quite reach those levels in the second half as much.
They're always going to have their moments, and yeah, it was just about us trying to stay confident and keep playing our football. And we knew their threats on the counter, and we had to stay switched on when we had the ball in their final third. But yeah, it's a real positive result for us.
It was my first assist for the club, and even nicer because it was to Darwin. So yeah, very happy, but the most important thing, of course, is the result.
Yeah, was expected. Difficult game. Very good moments in first half, but we're not enough in control to deny them completely, which is anyway difficult, super difficult. But I really thought again we played good in different phases. Lost some balls we shouldn't have lost. That's clear. But we scored our goal, which was a super counter-attack, especially counter-attack. We had attacks, we had really good ones. And then we were asking a little bit for the equalizer, if you want, around that. When they scored, I was not completely surprised. It was not like, oh, I should have defended it better, that's clear. But most important is that you stay in the game, and that's what we did in second half. Obviously, we controlled much better. We gave them a proper challenge. We really caused them some problems and scored super goals. Of course, that's now a really special one. The second one, incredible. Everybody is looking at me when talking about the goals like with these eyes, but I saw it only once yet, so I can't wait to see it properly back. Third goal, again, top set piece, which we all know how important they are. On the other side, how well we defended the set pieces of West Ham. Again, everybody should know how good they are at that. Ali with an unbelievable save in a pretty important moment. So, improve. Maka lost the first ball or second, I don't know, but then started really playing. It was really there. Dom similar, really playing, stayed in the game until late, until the end actually. Joel Matip with a super performance against Antonio. It's a key moment in the game. He chipped the ball there, and I don't know how often in the past we suffered when he could control the ball. Today he had it once or twice, immediately the chaos starts. He did that really well. Darwin and Lucho after the Thursday, Mo top involved in defensive stuff. Obviously, offensively everybody knows. So don't want to forget anybody. Kurt is good, Verge, Robbo, and that's super important. And then the most important thing, the boys who came on it again, super positive impact. Yes, it's a goal of Diogo, but I really thought Cody came on, and that looked really good. So this is the most important thing we can learn besides the 3 points, obviously. That's the way we have to deal with this situation. We have to use them all. Too many games. Thursday, Sunday is a tricky one. We have to get used to that. And for today, really happy.
You were at times devastating on the kind of counter, and yet obviously it's still a new lineup that's still performing, so you must be excited about what this lineup can produce in that way. It was kind of as good as you've seen, and you've had some amazing teams in the past, it's good to see from anyone.
Yeah, start is promising. How I said, we have to get used to different things. That's how it is. And yeah, the penalty came from a counter-attack. So that was sensational pass from Darwin, I think, to Lucho, and then he's the one in the box as well, if I remembered right. I should actually, it was in front of me. And then Mo arrives there completely free, and if he's not getting fouled, then he probably finishes it off from a similar position like he did then with the penalty. So, no, you're right. Yeah, that's looks positive. Again, these boys are good footballers, and when they have a great day, then they are extremely good. But when it doesn't start it well, that's why I like the development into the game. So this time we didn't concede first, but we conceded anyway. Feels the same, to be honest. It's not great, but again, reaction really top. And that's for us in the moment the most important thing, because we have to become this kind of team where it's really difficult to deal with, because when we are not playing well, then we are solid. When we are playing well, we are, whichever word you used, really good then. These kind of things. So that's how you can get kind of consistency, and that's what we obviously need.
Andy? You contained West Ham very comfortably in the second half, having not done it in first. What would you put that down to?
I'm not sure I understood what contained.
Well, they didn't pose much of a threat in the second half.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the way we played. So it's like they didn't get into the challenges anymore. So first half, I think. So the goal they scored was a ball we didn't expect in that moment, a long ball behind. We looked at in half time. We looked at back, so Robbo couldn't put him offside, so it was clear. Then we should have maybe reacted in the center slightly earlier. So for the ball, it was like a little breather in that moment. Bing, and the ball came again. They had in the second half a similar situation where Robbo was there. Then when was in the back of Virgil, and then Robbo got there. But very often we controlled that. Yeah, just we were better in possession, clearer. So I think there was a really intense period. We were 2-1 up, and that was the best phase in the game. So we really controlled. We thought about changing, but then we really kept them calm with our own possession. And that's what you have to do. The best way to protect your own offensive style with finishing it off. And as long as you cannot finish it off, you should keep the ball. So that's how it is. And yeah, a lot of good stuff I saw today. It feels really good, because before the game this was clear. You played Thursday, that's good, West Ham as well, but you arrive here and really trick your opponent. And then on top of that, I'm not sure, I think with the first whistle, the wind started. I didn't remember before the game that it was windy, and then we got out. You saw it this time with the big chance, I think, of Antonio, the header he missed. I'm pretty sure, but the wind is not there, that is even more dangerous. So, makes it very often a 50-50 situation in these moments, and just you have to get the ball down on the ground, keep playing, try again, learn from the game, use their formation as much as you can, and defend them with all you have. And that's what we did.
Sorry?
You won the game at half.
Yeah, we were. We'd done a pretty good job in the first half, and even the second half, I was disappointed with the second goal, because we'd created a few in the first half. We were always under pressure as well, but lots of positives to take from the game. I think we've come and had a bit of a go, but more disappointed with the second and third goal, because probably even more so with the third goal, because at 2-1 we're still in the game. There's still a game on to get something out of it. But we had sort of gambled with taking a lot of our height off then and put on different players, in the hope that we might have tried to find a way of getting a second goal.
Jared was ill during the week. Can you tell us a bit about that, and how close was it to not playing today?
Yeah, well, he'd been ill since the sort of the weekend. We'd come back after the game, and Man City, and he's not trained. The first day training was, he was in on Thursday and he trained on his own, and then he trained with us on my days. He trained on Friday and on his own, and then Saturday he joined us yesterday.
Which back of his performance is obviously on this great goal scoring line in a way
Yeah. No, we're needing him. You can see, you know, he was the moments he had a chance with a header as well in the second half, which he didn't. But I think when you come here, I've been here so many times, and I actually think that we've played quite well today. I think we've done a lot of good things, but I come away from here too often saying the same thing. So I'm a bit fed up saying it, but I've got to say we made, you know, Mickey had a great chance with a header. The keeper made a great save off Thomas Souček. So we had moments ourselves, and so did Liverpool, but you'd expect that here.
How do you reflect on the start of the season now, obviously the last couple of weeks?
Well, I reflect on it, the last 2 games you've played to play Man City and you've had to play Liverpool, so, you know, but our start to the season's been really good. You've also got to remember we've played 4 out of 6 away from home in the opening 6 games, so we've only had 2 home games, and those 2 home games have been Chelsea and Man City. So if you look at it that way, you'd say it's been a pretty difficult opening start. But I think we've done well. I take loads of encouragement from some of the things I'm seeing. Some of the new players are settling in brilliantly well and making a big difference to us as well. So hopefully we can sort of onwards and upwards. We've had 2 tough games. We've ran both teams close, but in a way, you know, we gave 3 goals away in the second half against Man City last week. We've given 2 away today against Liverpool in the second half. So I have to find a way of being able to put in the same amount of energy levels against these teams, which we done in the first half into the second half, because we just probably started to fade a little bit.
David, as you just said, you ran both Man City and Liverpool close. Did the main encouragement that you can't go toe-to-toe with the big teams?
Well, I don't know if we're quite toe-to-toe yet, but I think that we're probably going to every so often try and throw a punch and hope that it causes them a problem. I thought today in the opening 20 minutes, I mean, I thought that up until the penalty we had a really good grasp of the game at that time. And then we go a 1 down from a penalty, which I think we could have probably done better, but it takes a bit of a deflection. And actually I thought Liverpool were counter-attacking us more often than we were doing it to them, because we had good control of the ball, but the sort of having the magic moments to get the chance, you know. I think you come here and you might only get 3 chances in a game. Liverpool will get 10 chances, and you've got to hope that they'll miss 9 of them. But you've got to hope when you get 3 that you can take 2 of them somehow and you get yourself a result.
Just on Jarrod Bowen, he seemed to have really improved the aerial aspect of his game, scoring a header against Luton.
Yeah.
Scoring 2 headers today. That's something you must notice.
Yeah, Jared's a lot better than maybe given credit for, and he's got a lot of things he's improving, getting stronger, getting quicker, and you know, he's in good form, Jared, and we need him, because you can see his goals at the boys who follow West Ham and have done. We needed him at the end of last season to come up with goals at really important times for us, and he started the season really well.
And last for me, David, Jesse Lingard no longer training at West Ham, up to train elsewhere. Any disappointment in your end? No,
not at all. No. I'm quite comfortable. I was more than relaxed with it, and I think I've been indicating to you boys that you know, we're having to see what he's going to do and how he's going to be. I think we like Jesse a lot. I just don't know if we need another player in the position he would probably play for us. Yeah.
Well, Jurgen Klopp kind of mentioned it there, didn't he, Shay? That the way this match flowed depended on who was on top in the midfield battle.
Yeah, I think West Ham came out the better team as well to start. And as you say, Klopp mentions, you know, the midfielders had to up their game a bit. But you can see that the West Ham, you know, sort of played a narrow 4 there in midfield and, you know, forced the ball wide, getting up to players, getting to Jones, getting to McAllister, not letting them time on the ball. And then they were going from there. They were, you can see the numbers, the white guys flooding forward, you know, to get up to the box. And we all know Antonio's a handful. He gets runs with people. But I think West Ham had a few good chances today, chappers, and on another day, you know, 3-1 sort of flatters Liverpool a little bit. They could have stuck a couple of these away, but this is a really good save from Allison. You know, a brilliant save from Souček header. But again, you know, they're comfortable in midfield. You know, we talk about McAllister and Sabausley in the first half. We're getting nowhere near people. For me, Mikel's going to look at that tomorrow and go, I should have at least hit the target. You know, asked the question. Paqueta today, I thought, was really nice on the eye as well. Some really nice touches, some good balls and stuff. And again, you give him this time and space on the ball. He's got that, you know, in the locker to hurt you. And again, they commit bodies forward in Anfield, and a lot of teams go there and sit back. And so far with the ball in, and the commentator did say it is a throwback. I was saying off air, it was Ian Wright, like a diving header.
That's a blatant lie.
No, I didn't. I said in the green room, it was an Ian Wright header.
Yeah, but
you don't. Well, you don't see many headers like that. All joking aside, he's brave. It's a brilliant header from Bowen.
And then, once that went in, it was as if Liverpool's midfield then stepped up.
Well, yeah, I think Klopp's had a quiet word maybe at half time, and you can see they're much more, got a message onto the pitch, and they're much more advanced. And Sabazley has had a great start to his Liverpool career as well. Jones get into the box a lot of times today. Yeah. Just didn't have to be offside on that occasion. But again, you see here they're high up, getting the ball, winning the ball back, and then runners off that. And yeah, I mean, at Anfield it's always a tough place to go. Nunez comes in, he scored again today. I think he's going to have a big season for Liverpool. Smart save at the near post there. But again, if you give Sabazley and McAllister and the players like this kind of time and space, they're going to cause problems. This is the chance of the day, really. Nunez misses an absolute sitter, but what you would say is, he doesn't dip his head, he keeps his head up and think he'll get the next chance, and it's a brilliant ball, as you say, Chapman from McAllister. But West Ham will look at that, as a midfield, can we get close to McAllister? Absolutely. Put pressure on the ball, but take nothing away from that finish. Nunez is an absolutely brilliant finish, and that's his third goal already this season, and there's question marks over him last season. Can he be the difference for Liverpool this year? And I've said it before a ball was kicked this year, I think Liverpool could challenge this year for the title again.
Just in case I missed that as well, did you say that finish was Ian Wright-esque as well?
No, I didn't say that. No, it was definitely not Ian Wright.
Right.
Liverpool are ticking along nicely. 5 straight wins this season then in the Premier League for Liverpool. Unbeaten in 17, if you take into account the end of last season. In that time, they've taken 41 points. Over a 38-game season, that averages to 91 points, which is almost title-winning form. Of course, second by Manchester City. But it just goes to show that, in a way, their form is going under the radar a little bit.
Oh, they're going along nicely. The new players are settling in very, very well. Szoboszlai's top draw player.
He is.
Top player. Looks like Mo Salah has got the move out of his mind now. He's settled in at Liverpool again, back to his best, causing havoc up there for any defenders. I really like Liverpool. I think they are going to challenge this season. They've had a sabbatical last year. I think they're challenging this year. I really do. I still believe that Man City are out there on their own because of Pep Guardiola. He's the difference. And they've got, obviously, a fantastic squad of players. But we've seen 3 good teams here today. We've seen Liverpool, we've seen Tottenham, we've seen Arsenal. And it's going to be a more competitive Premier League for sure this season.
Yeah. When we look back at the key moments for Liverpool, including the penalty, which got the ball rolling, when Mo Salah won it here, can you see, obviously with no Champions League on the, for them this season, Leon, and this might be painful for you to admit, can you see Liverpool being Man City's strongest challengers this campaign?
Potentially. I think that, as Tim said, that poor season is well and truly out of the system. I mean, it shows how important it is to finish a season strongly as well. They finished with a real bit of momentum, which they've added players to their squad now. They've took that into this season. They've added where everybody was calling them weak in that central midfield position. They now got a lot more energy with Szoboszlai. But look at this, they've got a lot more craft with Alexis McAllister in there as well. Top quality ball. It's a beautiful ball. It's a top quality finish. And now we're talking about that front three. He's able to change 2 every game. Jota and Gakpo come on for Diaz and Nunez. They've got front 5 at the moment, and that is the thing of title winners.
Yeah. Something's clearly switched for that 24-year-old in our picture there, Nunez. 4 goals, 2 assists in 7 games as Jota wrapped up the points. But for Nunez, it's an enigma.
He's a nuisance.
No, but Tim, he misses the most simplest of chances, but he can put away world-class finishes.
I wouldn't want to play against him. He's a pest. I mean, he runs you in behind. He can take the ball. He's a good size. He backs in. He's not technically very clean, but sometimes that's his biggest asset. And he miscontrols when he gets the other side of you. He's quick. I think he's a real threat. I really do. And I think he's a huge asset to Liverpool now.
How good can he get?
I think he can certainly improve. As Tim said, he isn't clean. He's a little bit rough around the edges, but he's as quick as they come. He's physically strong. Yeah. He constantly gets in the right position to be able to get on the end of opportunities. Sometimes he catches them too clean. His counterpart, Salah, will scuff a couple that'll go in the corner. At the moment, he seems to catch everything really clean, but they missed the target. Maybe he just needs to learn how to just compose himself in those key moments, and the sky could be the limit.
I know we mentioned it earlier, but Liverpool-Tottenham next has got the makings of a cracker, isn't it?
Yeah,
Judging by the form.
Huge game. Away from home, Liverpool, that's where they might trip up.
Yeah, OK.
In stark contrast, Liverpool 5 wins in a row, 17 unbeaten in the Premier League going back to last season. They are the closest in the table to Manchester City. Can they continue to be throughout the campaign?
It appears that way, doesn't it? I mean, I must admit, before the season, there were question marks. Liverpool were tweaking their system a little bit with Trent Alexander-Arnold almost playing that hybrid role and coming into midfield, and we questioned that. Then all over the summer, the whole midfield was ripped up, and a brand new one came in. So there were question marks, but so far so good. They're looking very comfortable. They're winning. They're winning comfortably. They've got to go to Spurs at the weekend. That'll be a tough one for them. But as you say, remembering what happened last season as well, and then bringing it into this season, then it's a cracking run that they're on. And they're looking confident, and the longer and longer they go, the better and better they're going. So I've been pleasantly surprised so far this season.
All looking good for Liverpool.
My name is Derek Ray, and with me is my commentary partner Lee Dixon. I'm very much looking forward to bringing you action from the Premier League. It is Liverpool up against West Ham United.
Thanks, Derek. I'm sure both coaches will want their players to start with a real zip in their play. Really show the opposition what they're in for. That could lead to fireworks. Let's hope so.
And the emphasis is on creativity. Lingard. Promising sequence. Opportunity it is. Now that would be straightforward for any keeper. Ozan Kabak. So the starting lineup for Liverpool. Alisson gets the nod in goal. Andrew Robertson starts with Trent Alexander-Arnold in the fullback positions. Sadio Mane starts with Mohamed Salah out wide. And they line up with just the one striker looking to do a bit of damage. And understandable that we might want to focus on Mohamed Salah, who is so very difficult to stop, Lee.
Well, the goals he scores from the left-hand side, the right-hand side, he drops into the hole, long range, short range, he's even good in the air.
Salah. Oh, he's through here. Can he finish? A truly magnificent start. An early goal in the game. Just what they were hoping to produce.
Well, let's look at this again. Magical football on the break. Surprise is the key, and he takes full advantage of the time he's given. It's an accomplished finish too.
So the game has restarted. Liverpool in front.
Number 11. Mohamed Salah.
Declan Rice. He's given it straight to the opposition. It's opening up for them. Electing to cross into the centre. Fine reaction from the keeper.
Yeah, it looked like